Hello guys and welcome back to another Premier League predictions video. Today we return with Matchday 20 as we head into the second half of the season. Kicking off with the early game on Saturday, which sees Luton Town hosting Chelsea at Kenilworth Road. For this one I've gone for a 1-1 draw, with Chelsea's record not being very good at the moment. I'm just sort of going against them every week. And then if they do end up drawing or even losing, then at least it softens the blow. So a draw in the first game, and heading into game 2, it's a battle of the Claret and Blues, Aston Villa against Burnley, where I have gone for Villa to win by 2-0. Game 3 sees two of the most out of form sides in the league facing off against one another, with Crystal Palace hosting Brentford. And with the form of the two sides in mind, I've gone for a ball draw 0-0 in this game, which means it will probably now end up being 3 apiece. Game 4 sees Manchester City, who may feel like they've just gotten back into the title race after Arsenal slipped up at home to West Ham. They back action at the Etihad, hosting bottom of the league Sheffield United, where I've gone for a pretty comfortable 3-0 win for City. Next up, game 5, tough one to call, Wolves hosting Everton at Molineux, and I wasn't sure what to go with for this one because Wolves are generally pretty good at home. Everton's away form has been great as of late, so a really tough one to predict, so I've gone down the middle with a 1-1 draw. Next up, we have Nuno's Nottingham Forest hosting Man United at the City Ground, where I've gone for a bit of a shock result. Nottingham Forest 2, Manchester United 1. I think that Forest may just have the edge over them at the moment with the new manager factor. Manchester United in pretty inconsistent form did get that win at home to Villa, but they were 2 goals down and looked down and out, so I've gone for them to fall to defeat once again here to Nuno. Game 7 and the early kickoff on Sunday is a London derby between Fulham and Arsenal, where I've gone for Arsenal to bounce back to a victory after that defeat to West Ham with a 2-0 win over London rivals Fulham. And then the later kickoff on Sunday, a game I'm looking forward to, Tottenham against Bournemouth. Bournemouth in very, very good form at the moment. Tottenham have been pretty hit or miss recently, and they have had quite a few off games, can't really string any wins together. I've gone for a 2-2 draw in this one because I think there will be plenty of goals. Spurs can't seem to keep them out at the moment, missing Romero and Van de Ven at the back, but we know how lethal their front line is, so I've gone for lots of goals. Game 9 sees a very out of form Newcastle travelling to Anfield to take on Liverpool. Bad time for Newcastle to be playing Liverpool. They're in really, really poor form, as I say. Liverpool very, very good at home, and I think they're just going to win this pretty comfortably. It will be labelled as a big game, but with Newcastle's form at the moment, I think Liverpool will just have too much for them, and that's why I've gone for a 3-0 win. And game 10 sees West Ham hosting Brighton, both with brilliant wins in midweek. Brighton beating Tottenham at the Amex, and of course West Ham beating their rivals Arsenal at the Emirates Stadium with a brilliant 2-0 victory. So really tough one to predict this, but with West Ham being at home, I have gone for them to win it by 2-1. Generally, both teams to score is a banker in Brighton games, although despite that win against Tottenham, I think they have been pretty poor as of late. And as for my joker game this week, I've gone for City against Sheffield United. It should be an absolute walk in the park, that for City. There weren't too many other real bankers this week, and I think City are just about to go on one of their runs where they win back to back to back. So after victory at Goodison Park, I've gone for them to win another here against Sheffield United. And that will do it for our Game Week 20 predictions. Let me know your thoughts down below, and we'll head over to the website where, as you will see, we've had a change of fortunes. Okay, here we are then, and as you can see, we are solo 3rd place at the moment. Got a 4-point lead over 4th and 5th, with my dad not too far behind me. Just 5 points off 2nd place, and then a further 5 off top, so still a bit of work to be done, but we're making very good ground at the moment, and that is helped out, as you can see, by a very good fixture 19 where we finished second only to my old man, who also had a very good week. We both picked up 6-point jokers, with Liverpool beating Burnley by 2-0. I also had Luton to win at Sheffield United and Bournemouth to beat Fulham, so I picked up a couple of 1-pointers there. And then later on in the week we had Chelsea to beat Crystal Palace and Man City to beat Everton, and if that game had finished 2-1 I would have been leading the fixture, but very happy with our standings nonetheless. So yes, that will do it for today's video. As I said in the last few, with so many fixtures over the Christmas period, lots can change, and that is exactly what has happened with us jumping into a solo third place position. Let's keep up that momentum heading into the second half of the season. I'll catch you for the next episode very soon, and peace.